Greetings, it's July the 20th, 2021, and I'm making this video to show you how to enter GPS coordinates from a spot into a Garmin Nuvi GPS. This is for a situation where you're trying to go to a particular spot where they've given you the location of the spot in the form of GPS coordinates, and you're entering it into a Garmin Nuvi GPS. Now, see, the situation is a lot of times, especially spots that are kind of in very barren rural locations, or spots that maybe are given to you in a hiking book of some sort. A lot of times they're given in that format, and there's a good reason for it, although it does kind of confuse people who don't understand. And the reason why is because GPS coordinates, unlike addresses, they don't tend to have a fickle way of working in terms of that, where a lot of times people will say, when you try to ask for a GPS address, they'll say, well, the address doesn't come up right. You know, it sends you over here rather than over there. Sometimes there's quirks like that to go along with addresses. Well, that's not the case with coordinates. I mean, they're just like, they specify the spot on the map. You know, it's not subject to any kind of interpretation. And so, therefore, they tend to be dead on. And coordinates also tend to be given for rural spots like this because, well, frankly, there's not really an address to give anyway. It's not like a place of business, like a restaurant or a shopping center or such. So there's not really an address to give. It's not a known, spot along those lines. And so coordinates are oftentimes how those spots are given. And as far as why you would want to put them into a Garmin Nuvi, is because also a lot of these spots tend to be in very barren areas where cell phone service may not be very reliable, and Google Maps thus may be prone to not working sometimes. But a Garmin Nuvi is not subject to those fickle situations. They just work. So long as they can pick up a satellite signal, they work just fine regardless of cell phone service. So therefore, it is handy sometimes to have a Garmin Nuvi GPS for that situation. Now, what I'm showing you here is a PDF scan of a book I bought about swimming holes in the Missouri, Arkansas area, and this is one of our favorite spots. It's called Falling Water Waterfalls, and it has the GPS coordinates listed. You see them on the third bold line. I'll point to it here, right there. You'll see where it says like N 35 degrees, 43 minutes and 19 seconds, and west 92 degrees, 56 minutes and 58 seconds. Those are coordinates. Now you'll also see just to the right of them, that's my handwriting. Those are also coordinates. I converted them to what they call decimal degrees format because you see GPS coordinates actually come in different formats. And the decimal degrees format that you see in parentheses tends to be more friendly for Google Maps. So I tend to prefer those. So I converted those printed numbers into that format. But for the sake of this discussion, we're going to stick with the first format, the degrees, minutes, and seconds, because most Garmin Nuvi units, when you first buy them, that they have options for the format of choice that you wish for. Out of box, they tend to be set to degrees, minutes, and seconds. And so therefore I'll just work with it in that format. So anyway, let's say you have this spot here at Falling Water Waterfalls, and you want to go there. And you want to enter this information into a Garmin Nuvi GPS. Because now, if someone gives you a Google Maps link of this, and you're somewhere where there's service, all you have to do is click the link, and it pulls it up. You go. You don't have to enter anything. But with the Garmin Nuvi, of course, most of them, don't have the ability, not that I've seen, to do anything like that. You have to enter the information manually, hence coordinates. So here you have north 35 degrees, 43 minutes, 19 seconds, west 92 degrees, 56 minutes, and 58 seconds. Okay, I want to enter that into my Garmin Nuvi. How do I do that? Okay, well, here is my Garmin Nuvi, and pardon the glare. This is a Garmin Nuvi 57. Different models may work different ways, but there does tend to be a lot of similarities in how they work. So what I'm showing you here should be worthwhile. Okay, first off, you see here I'm at the main home screen. Okay, that's where you want to go. If you were instead, say, viewing a map here, you want to get out of here. Okay, by hitting this button on the bottom left, hold it down, and then you're back home. And right here, if this is not dimmed, stop, press it. That'll clear out any existing routes. Okay, so now you're at the home screen. Everything is cleared off. Now you want to enter these numbers. Okay, you hit where to, and then the top right, hit categories. My hands won't block it. Okay, categories. Again, it keeps focusing, hunting the focus. Come on, quit hunting. Okay, so now I'm going to scroll down till you see coordinates. There it is, okay? And here is where you enter your information. Again, what we want to do is we want to hit north 35, 43, 19 and west 92, 56, 58. Now you'll notice the west has 3 digits in the first part, so it's not 94, it's 094. So, you know, you have to just simply add a 0 when you type the information in. So now we're going to do that. By the way, you will make sure you have, before you go ahead, make sure you have the format set to degrees, minutes, and seconds, as I mentioned. That would be that little wrench at the top left. Hit that, okay. Man, it's the coordinate format, okay. HDDMMSS. That's the one you want. If not, you'd find it and hit save. But we got it, so we're going to go out, okay. So here's the numbers. Again, it keeps losing focus. Okay, I'm going to tap here. Okay, now all I want to do is I want to type in, type in 354319. So simply go. I'm probably going to block the view here. In 3, 5, 4, 3, 1, 9. And you'll notice there's a decimal spot, so I'll just put 0 there. So you see there, and then hit next, and I'll hit west. You want to type west 92, 56, 58. So you hit west, and again lead with the 0, 0, 9, 2, 56, 58, and again 0 at the end. Done. Yeah, and make sure right there you can see, yeah, if you got the information right, 92, 56, 58, yeah, you got it right. Okay, now you can go ahead and hit go and go. What I would recommend is save it. Then you can pull it back up again later. You've already got it entered. Okay, so I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to call it ARK. I'm going to call it ARKF just to keep it short here. I call it something from fall. I'll call it ARC fall. 20. Okay, save. Now I can go. Okay. Just hit go, and there it is. But in fact, if you want to pull it up later, stop. So you are at home. Pull it up later, hit where to, saved. There it is. ARC fall. And then go. And that's all there is to it. And with that, this will again work. As long as you have the coordinates of any spot, it takes you right there. It doesn't matter if you have cell phone service, as long as it can find the satellite for the read, you're good. So hope that helps.